All right. Shalom. First and foremost, giving all praise and glory and honor unto Yahawashi Mashiach Yahawashi. All right. And today we're going to do a lesson on Yahawashi and everything that he went through and how he went through tribulation. He went through it. All right. And how his own people turned on him, including the Pharisees. All right. Law keepers. They turned on him. They hated him. All right. And, we can use that, all right, as an example of what we go through today with our people. And, Yahawashi went through a lot. He suffered the worst death. All right. It was very painful. All right. He was suffocating. He was bleeding. They whipped him. They beat on him. They stabbed him. They pierced him. They put sharp thorns on his head. They spit on him. They spit in his face. They laughed at him. They beat on him. They called him names. They kneeled down before him. All right. They said, what? Hail, King of the Jews. They said, what? Can he come down and save himself? They blasphemed. They disrespected him. All right. He was humiliated in front of everyone. All right. They took his raiment. I mean, the worst humiliation and death, he suffered it. All right. And we know that he came as King Solomon and led and split the kingdom. And we know he was Adam according to John chapter 1, verse 1. All right, 1 through 4. We know that Yahawashi was in the beginning with the power of the Father. All right. And we know he was Adam and he went off in the garden and came as Solomon and led the nation off and split the kingdom. All right. But he gave his life for Israel to free all those that believed in him from bondage to the law of Moses, to be freed to receive everlasting life under the law of liberty, the new covenant that he came to fulfill, and he died for it, all right, and gave his life for his people. But 2/3 majority of his people, they were traitors. They laughed at him. They handed him over to be killed, to be executed. All right. And mind you, he came and gave his life. And he died for them. And that's what they did. That's how they repaid him. They turned their back against him. And they were traitors. All right. And when we read Isaiah chapter 63, all right, where he said, I will tread them in my anger. The day of vengeance burneth in his heart. All right. He's angry. He's angry. He's pissed off. All right. He sees everything that's going on the earth. All right. I mean, he's itching. He's waiting for the green light to come down, to beam up the 1/3. All right. To gather the 1/3, the royal house of David, the small remnant. All right. And when he comes, he's going to the eastern side. All right. He's going over there to Basra. He said he's going to dye his garments in Basra. All right. And he's going to wipe all those heathens out. All right. And that's what's coming. All right. And that's what's coming. All right. And he's coming. All right. So let's go. All right. We're going to go down. This is Matthew chapter 23 and Matthew chapter 27 and verse 41. Likewise, also the chief priests, mocking him with the scribes and elders, said, he saved others, himself he cannot save. If he be the king of Israel, let him now come down from the cross, and we will believe him. He trusted in the power. Let him deliver him now, if he will have him. For he said, I am the son of the power. The thieves also which were crucified with him cast the same in his teeth. All right. So let's continue. Now, from the 6th hour, there was darkness all over the land until the 9th hour. And about the 9th hour, Yahawashi cried with a loud voice, saying, Eli, Eli, lama sabachthani, that is to say, my power, why hast thou forsaken me? Verse 48, and straightway one of them ran and took a sponge and filled it with vinegar and put it on a reed and gave him to drink. All right. So he was humiliated. All right. He was humiliated. All right. And he was crucified. All right. Verse 29. And when they had planted a crown of thorns, they put it upon his head, and a reed in his right hand, and they bowed the knee before him and mocked him, saying, Hail, King of the Jews. And they spit upon him and took the reed and smote him on the head. And after that they had mocked him, they took the robe off from him and put his own raiment on him and led him away to crucify him. All right. This is verse. All right. This is verse 21. The governor answered and said unto them, Whither of the twain will ye that I release unto you? They said, Barabbas. Pilate said unto them, What shall I do then with Yahawashi, which is called Christ? They all say unto him, Let him be crucified. So right there, you could tell and see that his own people handed him over. All right. And this is what we go through sometimes. All right. Dealing with family members and friends, your man, your woman, your cousin, your parents, your friends, or whoever. They laugh at you. They treat you different than everybody else. They use you. They know it's something about you in your spirit that is that righteous spirit is genuine, but they take advantage of that. They suck you dry. They leave you. They get what they want to leave. They don't care about you. All right? And in your life, sometimes if you feel like, you know, you're not loved and you're hated, it's because deep down, all right, they not only hated you, they hated our Lord. All right? Yahawashi is not of this world. This world is against them. The world hates them. All right, and and he said what? It hated you because it hated me. All right, so that's why. All right, sometimes you might feel alone, and people use you. They treat you wrong. They use you. They leave. All right, they take from you. All right, you might tell them about this truth, and they start treating you weird and acting different. It's because they don't like you. They hate you. All right. And really, it's the spirit that's cutting them, and they're against them. All right. And they don't believe in the truth. They're against the truth. And they do everything they can to try to bring you under. All right. That's what they do. All right. All right. All right. Now we're going to get, all right. Let's go down. All right. Let's get Psalms. All right.